You've seen the box, the glossy, juice-dripping patty stacked high on a toasted bun, lit like it just came off a restaurant grill. You've felt that quiet confidence walking back from the freezer aisle. You've even told yourself, this one's going to be different, and then it hits the pan. Most of these boxes look identical. Same bold type, same glamour shot, same 100% beef, promise front and center. But what's inside cooks up in completely different ways. Some taste like actual beef, some taste like the idea of beef. And at least one product on this list isn't a beef patty in any traditional sense. It's a pre-cooked dish of beef-adjacent material with synthetic grill flavor baked in. We tested 8 of them so you don't have to, ranking from worst to best. Because life is too short to waste a good bun on a bad patty. Smash that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Number 8, Holton's Chop House Smash Sliders. We're starting with a product that has created 2 completely opposite consumer experiences from the exact same box. Holton Meats has been in business since 1978, and as you'll see later, they make one of the best frozen patties money can buy. The smash sliders are a different story. These are 2-ounce patties sold in a 12-count bag, and the packaging uses White Castle-style imagery. A fully assembled mini burger, bun and all, implying you're getting something finished. What you're actually getting is a raw 2-ounce patty requiring a screaming hot griddle, dinner rolls you buy separately, and the knowledge that you'll need at least 2 per person to feel like you had a meal. The brand acknowledged this in writing. We're sorry for any confusion the current packaging may have caused. We never want our customers to feel misled, and we're in the process of updating the packaging language. A company admitting their box is lying to customers at scale. The Walmart reviews tell it cleanly. One reviewer, when cooked patties are only half of their frozen size, one little patty barely filled a bun. Another, not enough bang for the buck, need to use 2 servings to fulfill 1 average serving. And the reviewer who used it correctly, cooked them on a griddle with steak and shake, seasoning with small square Walmart dinner rolls, and they were a huge hit. That third reviewer is the entire product in a sentence. The beef is decent, the concept is legitimate, but a product that requires insider knowledge to not disappoint you has already failed. Burger Beast placed the smash sliders 8th out of 9 store-bought burgers tested. Decent flavor and a good little crust, but they need toppings to pop. Plain, they're just okay. Just okay. Sold with White Castle imagery to people who expected White Castle. That's why this is number 8. Number 7. Target Good and Gather all natural beef patties. 85 to 15. Good and Gather is Target's clean label house brand. Minimally processed, no artificial ingredients. 12 per bag, $1.47 per patty, the cheapest per serving price of anything we tested. The execution is one of the most consistent disappointments in the frozen food section. Every independent review lands in the same place. The texture is described repeatedly as meatloaf, not burger, meatloaf. That compressed, dense quality where the meat holds together in a way that signals processed before you've taken a bite. The daily meal, dry, gristly, and had that processed feel. From bite 1, you knew you were eating a processed, packaged burger. The takeout on flavor. They didn't taste like beef. They tasted like nothing, if such a thing is possible. Nothing. That's the consensus. Both publications also flagged a faint chemical smell when the patties approach overdone, which happens fast because 85 over 15 doesn't give you much margin before the edges are burning. The takeout. A bit of a chemical-like smell to it, and it's definitely not helped if you overcook your patty. Nutrition profile is genuinely impressive. 240 calories, 21 grams of protein, 90 milligrams of sodium, 0 artificial anything. But clean label and good flavor are not the same thing, and Target is counting on enough shoppers to conflate the two. Minimally processed, maximally forgettable, and occasionally, if you push the cook time, a little bit alarming. Number 6, Ballpark, fully cooked, flame. Grilled beef patties. Ballpark leads with 100% premium beef, flame grilled, and authentic grill marks stamped into the patty. Here's what they don't lead with, the full ingredient list. Beef, water, encapsulated salt, flavor, beef stock, dextrose, sodium phosphate, maltodextrin, lemon juice concentrate, and this one matters, grill flavor from sunflower oil. The grill marks are cosmetic. The grill flavor is a sunflower oil derivative. When Ballpark says flame grilled, they mean a patty that was industrially cooked and then had grill flavor added after the fact. The texture consequences of being fully pre-cooked and factory set are irreversible. Amazon reviewer, it's a really dense patty. The texture is tough like a well-done steak. Another, they were flaccid. If I'm going to have to cook them again, why bother? A third, I felt they were rubbery even though I cooked them pretty slow. I just couldn't get past the texture. Of 27 Amazon reviews mentioning texture, 19 were negative. The word appearing most consistently, spongy. Then there are the numbers. 470 milligrams of sodium. 20% of your entire recommended daily intake in a single burger. Nearly double the next highest on this list. Only 13 grams of protein, the lowest of anything we tested. The nutrition label is brutally honest about what this product actually is. The grill marks are painted on. The flame is synthetic. The texture announces all of this the moment you take a bite. Real quick. If this is already saving your next cookout, hit that subscribe button. More of this coming. Number 5, Walmart Great Value 100%. Pure beef burgers, 80-20. Great value frozen beef patties are exactly what the name promises. A genuinely solid value most of the time. That caveat is doing serious work in that sentence. When these are good, they're legitimately good. Single ingredient, 100% pure beef. No fillers, no binders, no additives. At under $1 per patty in bulk, no competitor at this price point is giving you no filler beef. One Walmart reviewer. I think these hamburgers are the best I've ever tasted in my 68 years of living. Sporked called the 75-25 version great blank slates with lots of natural juiciness. And then there's the other experience. Multiple reviewers have reported opening a bag to find patties that smell like ammonia and cook up with a metallic chemical taste. 1. I have no idea what these are made out of. They smell terrible. When they are cooked, they give off an ammonia chemical smell and taste like metal chemicals. These are the worst. Frozen beef patties I've ever eaten in my life. Another. As soon as I tasted them, I wanted to spit them out. The 75-25 formulation has a separate documented complaint pattern involving bone fragments, noirmoutier, small enough to catch between your teeth, consistent enough across reviews to suggest a production issue rather than a one-off. Most bags are fine, some bags are not fine at all, and both experiences look identical in the freezer case. The best deal in the frozen aisle until it isn't. And when it isn't, it really, seriously isn't. Number 4, Bubba Burger Original, 100% USDA choice chuck. Here's where the rankings start feeling different. Bubba Burger has been the correct answer to what frozen patty should I buy for a generation of home cooks, and the original earns that reputation honestly. Single ingredient, 100% USDA choice beef chuck. No fillers, no added sodium. Patented irregular shape that distributes heat evenly from frozen, letting you hit a reliable medium without the center staying icy. 1/3 pound at 77% lean, 23% fat. The grind separates this from everything below it. Eat this, not that. The texture of the meat pieces in the patty are the biggest and the closest to what you'd be cooking if you formed this burger from scratch. Daring Kitchen. Without a doubt the juiciest, most satisfying of all. Finely ground and airy as opposed to coarse and tough like some of the other burger patties we tried. Both descriptions land on the same thing. It doesn't feel processed. The irregular shape picks up char on a cast iron or grill in a way the uniform disc below it on this list simply can't. The 35 grams of fat and 15 grams of saturated fat, 75% of your daily recommended intake, or the trade-off, and Bubba has never apologized for making it. When the juices run out on a hot grill, the flare-ups are where the flavor lives. This patty will not let you down. It will not surprise you either. The pickup truck of frozen patties gets the job done every single time. If the research is landing for you, hit the like button. It genuinely helps people find this channel. Number 3, Kirkland Signature, Angus ground chuck beef patties, Costco. Everything under the Kirkland label is built around one promise: reliably above average, priced so well you feel smart buying it. The frozen Angus ground chuck patties deliver almost perfectly. 100% Angus chuck at 75-25, 18 patties per bag, no fillers, no seasoning, $1.55 per patty. For a no additive Angus product at a warehouse price, nothing compares. The flavor is genuinely there. Warehouse Wanderer named it their top Costco pick. It has a great beefy flavor, and thanks to the extra fat content, it's extra juicy. Our grill had several flare-ups as it seeped out. Cost Cuisine gave it 9 out of 10. For a cookout where you're feeding 15 people and need every one of them satisfied, this is the answer. Here's what you need to know before you cook them. Large. Diameter, but significantly thinner than you expect. Insider found it very easy to overcook them, especially when starting with a thawed burger. Large in circumference, but thin. So they cooked faster than I expected. Always cook from frozen. Season them. The beef alone without anything on it is good, but not memorable. And accept that the patties may freeze together despite paper separators. Won't win a taste test. Won't lose a cookout. 18 at a time. The Kirkland promise faithfully kept. Number 2, Bubba Burger Angus, 100% Angus chuck. The Bubba Angus is the original with one specific upgrade. The beef itself. Same patented shape, same no filler commitment, same one ingredient simplicity. The shift from USDA choice chuck to 100% Angus chuck turns out to be more meaningful than it sounds. Sporked and skeptical. I was super dubious there would be a discernible difference. They left convinced. After cooking both side by side, I truly think these Angus burgers taste better, richer, beefier, cleaner. Eat This Nut that named it the best of 8 frozen burgers they tested. Their reviewer, I overcooked it a smidge, but even still, it doesn't have that weird gamey flavor. It tastes flame broiled and is actually really delicious. I would definitely get this one again, 100%. She overcooked it and still called it actually really delicious. That forgiveness is built into the Angus marbling. Fat distributed through the patty rather than pooling at the edges, carrying moisture past the point where a lesser burger dries out. One note, the raw Angus patty runs slightly paler than the original. Normal, not alarming. It normalizes immediately on cook. The Angus designation isn't marketing. It's doing real work. The price difference over the original is roughly 50 cents per patty. The math is not complicated. This is the one your guests think you hand-formed that morning. You have no obligation to tell them otherwise. Number 1, Holton's Chop House. Certified Angus beef steak burgers. Yes, same brand as number 8. Holton Meats makes the smash sliders. They also make this. The gap between those two products tells you something important. Brand names mean almost nothing in the frozen aisle. The specific product inside the box is what matters. The Chop House steak burger is built around certified Angus beef, administered by an independent organization, requiring every cut to place in the top 3% nationally across 10 criteria including marbling, size, and uniformity. Not a brand claim, a verified third-party standard. Blended from primal steak cuts, sirloin, chuck, and prime rib. Ground, fresh, and frozen immediately. 4 ingredients: certified Angus beef, salt, natural flavor, ground black pepper. Tasting Table named it the absolute best frozen beef burgers. Burger Bees, whose updated January 2026 review we read for this video, keeps a backup box in his freezer at all times. Chop House by Holton patties cook cleanly and consistently. You get a firm, meaty bite instead of the mushy, spongy grind that sinks a lot of freezer burgers. In the air fryer, they pick up a light exterior crisp while staying reasonably juicy inside. Not a one-time recommendation. A product he restocks before he runs out. The texture is what every other product on this list fails to match. A genuine exterior crust. Not cosmetic grill marks. Not a processed brown surface, but an actual crust from quality beef with proper fat structure. Holton's reviewers finally found burgers that don't taste like cardboard. Taste great, do not shrink when made, stay juicy. I didn't think burgers from frozen could be this tasty. 380 to 400 calories, 33 grams of fat, 25 grams of protein, 290 milligrams of sodium from the seasoning blend, pre-seasoned to the right level, so multiple reviewers add nothing before cooking. Cast iron, air fryer at 400 degrees, broiler at 9 minutes, grill at medium. It performs in every format. Does not shrink on cook. At $1.83 per patty at Walmart, you can buy 6, try them, and go back for more. The only caveat is distribution. Walmart, Aldi, Sam's Club, but not everywhere, and some locations run out. When you see them, buy more than 1 box. The patty that made people stop apologizing for serving frozen burgers at cookouts. Certified Angus beef. 4 ingredients. A crust that reads as fresh. The standard everything else on this list was measured against. The freezer aisle wants you to believe these boxes are interchangeable. After today, you know they're not. At the bottom of this ranking, a product with synthetic grill flavor sold as flame grilled, a patty that tastes like nothing, and a slider that doesn't tell you it's a slider until you open the box. At the top, certified Angus beef from Primal Steak Cuts, pre-seasoned, under $2 a patty, in the exact same freezer aisle as the rest of them. The gap is enormous. None of it is visible from the outside of the box. Beef percentage matters. The ingredient list matters. The fat ratio matters. And the glamour shot on the front is lying to you almost every single time. Sometimes a little, sometimes a lot, and occasionally in ways a brand had to issue a written apology for. Don't trust the box, trust the research, and trust your pan. It will always tell you the truth faster than the label ever will. Drop a comment telling us which ranking you think we got wrong. And subscribe if this is going to change how you shop the frozen aisle, because we're doing this for a lot more categories.